Okay, for today's video, we're going to go over all of the anime Funko Pops that I picked up in the past few months, since the last video. Uh, I think this is kind of how I'm going to do this channel from now on, just show off all the Pops that I get after a few months, and yeah, I think that's just how the channel's going to go from now on. So, the first two we're going to go over, so I'm going to go in order of when I got them. So, these two are both the GameStop exclusive Boruto Hokage set Pops. These were the two I pre-ordered like forever ago, and they'd called me that they were in stock like months ago, but I just never came and got them. And now they ended up getting to the point where they were like on clearance or something. So I ended up pretty much getting one for free. So it worked out really, really well. But yeah, so I got Hashirama and Tobirama, and they also had Minato and Hiruzen. And I picked up one of the two. So I'll show off the one of the two I picked up. So they had a few of Hashirama and Tobirama, but they only had one of Minato and only one of Hiruzen, and I got Minato. I mean, I think that is the only Hiruzen pop out right now, but just Hiruzen's not one of my favorite Hokages, and I think that pop might get even cheaper, so I'm just going to maybe get it whenever it gets even cheaper. But yeah, so that's the first bit of Pops we got, so now we'll move on to the next group. Next up, we have the first of one of three orders from the Funko Shop I've made. I've just realized at this point, if a Pop is a Funko Shop exclusive and you want to get it, you better get it, because they either become, you pretty much have to get them from resale, or you're not going to get them. Because after they sell out on the Funko Shop, they get pretty much impossible to get. So this is, I think, 6 Pops. They sent me 2 of these things. These like big, huge 3 pop holders. I can't even remember exactly what I ended up getting, but we'll just get right into it. So I did see on the back of this one though, this is 2 Attack on Titan and 1 Naruto. I think I know what this is actually. Oh, so it's the back. Okay, we're just gonna do this. So I think I know what these 3 are actually now that I see them. Yeah. Okay, so first up we'll go with the Naruto Pop. So this is the Tsunade Creation Rebirth AAA anime exclusive pop. This was a pop I wanted to get. I always liked Tsunade, and, you know, getting one of her variants was cool. And this was a pop that I always thought would have been a cool variant to make of Tsunade. So, definitely was happy to get it. And that is one thing I want to mention. The Funko Shop has recently, like, I don't think they've always done that, but in, like, the last year, they've been stocking a ton of, like, just other exclusives that they have on their website, which is really awesome because, you know, it makes it, especially where I'm buying, most of the time if I'm buying exclusives from the Funko Shop, it's mainly for the Funko Shop exclusive, so I can get good other Pops as well. Next up, we have another Funko Shop exclusive, actually. Yelena from Attack on Titan. This was one of those Funko Shop exclusives that actually stayed up for a while. It wasn't one that I went out of my way to get whenever she initially dropped. Next up, we have Captain Levi, another AAA anime exclusive. So this shows off the 2 different AAA anime exclusive stickers. I think the Tsunade has the more recent one, and that's the Captain Levi one is like one of the last ones I think to get that sticker version. Okay, so we'll get these 3 out of the way to show off the next 3 we got. I think I know one of these is from Jujutsu Kaisen, if I remember right. Because I think I got this around 4th of July, because during the 4th of July, they were having a sale where it was like, if you buy so many, I think it was like $65 worth of Pops, you could pick one of 3 Pops to get for free. And I believe Nobara was one. And I'd actually, so I kind of got upset at myself earlier, because right around whenever school ended, they were having a deal like a pre-Father's Day and end of like a graduation deal, and you could get like a bunch of Pops were like on sale. Now I wanted to get Nobara and Yelena then, but I didn't. And then at 4th of July, they ended up having a deal where you could get Nobara for free actually. So if you spent the $65 worth, and I ended up doing that to pretty much get the Pop. So yeah, Nobara is one of the 3. So yeah, we'll show off the 3. So I will mention, I recently started Jujutsu Kaisen like a week ago, and I've already finished it in less than a week, like up to where it is in Season 2 right now. Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing. So yeah, we got the Nobara Pop. Such a cool scene where she has that stuff on her. Just want to say, Jujutsu Kaisen, I'd have been buying like the Pops anyways, like whenever like a con exclusive for Jujutsu Kaisen would come out, I was getting them. And I got this pop before I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen, but with all the hype of like season 2 and stuff, I decided to finally start watching it. And wow, Jujutsu Kaisen is great. And I've watched the dub of it, and I know sub versus dub is a debate in its own, but I personally kind of like watching dubs better. Just because, I can focus more on the animation and stuff. But Jujutsu Kaisen, love season 2. And season 1. Jujutsu Kaisen is become like an instant favorite for me. I don't know where exactly I would rank it, but it would definitely be it would probably be top 5 for me, just out of what I've seen so far. And that might be a little bit of recency bias, I guess, but just want to say Jujutsu Kaisen, if you haven't watched it yet, it doesn't take that long to get to where it is currently, but wow, it is so good. Definitely became a instant favorite for me. Both season 1 and 2 were great. Next, we picked up a Demon Slayer pop, Inosuke. This was the Target Con pop. Honestly, probably should have got this whenever Target was having them, but just kind of didn't. But yeah, we ended up getting it from the Funko Shop. And then we got one other Funko Shop exclusive. This was another one that I really wanted. This was Kite. So I already had the common version of Kite because I pre-ordered that whole common bundle from Chalice whenever the new Hunter x Hunter wave dropped. But whenever this one stocked, and with the deal, it just made too much sense not to order from them. But yeah, really love... Really love Kite. And I know this pop, really the only difference is the weapon he's holding. So that is one of the reasons why I think it wasn't such a quick seller. Pito, I think sold out actually pretty quick for a Hunter x Hunter Funko Shop pop. But Kite, I think, might still be available. But yeah, definitely was happy with this group of 6. Especially since I got Nobara for free. Because I remember when I was deciding, so the Funko Shop exclusive pops were all the 3 I really wanted. And I knew I wanted to get Inosuke with him being a Target Con pop. And then Tsunade and Levi just made sense because they were 2 of my favorite characters and 2 of my favorite series. So now we'll move on to the next lot I picked up. Okay, next up we have the first group of the 2 con pops I ordered. So I can't remember what con even this was. It was the con during the summer. It might have been SummerCon or NYCC. I can't remember which con it was, but I remember I was able to get every pop I wanted except one. So there was a bunch of good anime pops. The only one that I wanted that I wasn't able to get was the One Piece poster pop. I know the Ace one's out, and I have the Ace one, but it was the Goldie Roger one. Yep. So that was the only pop that I wasn't able to get. That also was happening during this con. I really wanted to get that one, but I'm not the biggest One Piece fan. I haven't even really gotten that deep into the series though. But still, I would have liked to have gotten that pop just because I think it is going to end up being a stupid expensive one if it's not already. But I ended up getting one non-Funko, or one non-con exclusive as well, which we will show off right here. And this is the Naruto Sexy Jutsu. This was one that has restocked quite a bit recently, but it's been one that I've been wanting to get because, I'm trying. Naruto's my main series, so been trying to complete that set. So this was one that I just really needed to get. So happy to finally have it. And then we will show off, so obviously I got this from Box Lunch, and you can probably guess what the con pop was from Box Lunch. Well, you probably know what it was, honestly. So it was the 2-pack. It was a really cool 2-pack, and it was honestly kind of easy to get. It was up on Box Lunch's website for way longer than I thought it would have been. And here it is. Yeah, it was SummerCon. So it was the Tanjiro and Urokodaki 2-pack. Really nice 2-pack. Demon Slayer, like I've said a few times before, I really like Demon Slayer, but it's just not one of my personal favorites. But definitely like a lot of the pops. So, Tanjiro has some really great pops. And this is definitely not an exception, so definitely happy with these 2. Okay, next up we have a few Hot Topic pops. I'm going to mention one thing about the Funko Shop. The Funko Shop ships horrible time-wise. They don't ship pops out till a week after you order them. And I mean, I get that there's shipping issues and stuff, but and I kind of get it for the con situations, but just no matter what, it seems like anytime I order from the Funko Shop, my pops don't get shipped for a week, which I don't get why that happens every time, but that's what happened because literally I ordered those Box Lunch pops and the Funko because that was the day of the con. The Box Lunch pops came, and literally in over a week I ended up going to Hot Topic and getting more pops before those pops even shipped. It was literally 6 days later that I got these pops at Hot Topic before the Funko Shop pops even shipped. It's just kind of crazy how late Funko shop is to ship their pops. But yeah, and that's my little Funko shop rant over. So we'll show off what I got at Hot Topic. So I picked up 4 pops. I picked up like 3 smaller pops, and then I picked up 1 deluxe pop, which I kind of have a little story about the deluxe pop. So first, my first Haikyu pop, not the first Haikyu pop you'll see in this video, but Daichi. Really like Daichi. Really like. I've only in like season 2 of Haikyu right now, but I really like Daichi. Oh, this was a cool one. Buggy the clown. As I've said before, you know, I like One Piece. Haven't gotten super big into it yet though, but definitely like Buggy. And don't know a ton about him yet, but do like him. Oh, and then we got Might Guy. Honestly, kind of surprised it took him this long to get Might Guy. I don't know if it was like a licensing deal or what, but I'm honestly really surprised that it took Funko this long to get Might Guy. But they released 2 Might Guy pops like as soon as they made one, so I guess it must have been a licensing deal because everybody really likes Might Guy, so I don't think it was like an issue of his character popularity or anything. So definitely really like these, you know, a series that I've really started to really like recently with me being big into volleyball and stuff. Naruto just being one of my favorites. And then One Piece being a series that I'm trying to get more into. And then for the last pop, so this is a really cool one. So I actually pre-ordered this pop in the store, and they had it in the store, but it wasn't my pre-order. So I ended up walking around in the mall for a while, and then I decided I'll just cancel my pre-order and pick this one up. I wish they would have just let me take in this one in the place of my pre-order, but apparently they couldn't do that. So I canceled the one that I had like on back order and just ended up buying this one in store. I actually ended up losing a little bit of money because I kind of got like a $2 or $3 discount, but I decided I'd just rather get the pop now in good condition than wait and maybe not get one in good condition. And it is the Sasuke Susanoo. So if you know me, Sasuke is one of my favorite characters in all of anime. Purple being one of my favorite colors, the Sasuke Susanoo pop just made too much sense to get. I've got the Kakashi one, and I love that pop, but Sasuke being a character I like even more. And Kakashi's one of my favorites, like in just all of anime, but Sasuke is like my favorite. So, and with purple and everything, I just really, really wanted this pop, so I was so happy to finally have it in hand. Okay, next up we have the Con Pops I got from the Funko shop, so we'll just get right into them. The Funko shop, or for this convention, there was a lot of really, really good Con Pops as far as anime. The only anime pops that I didn't get were No, it was Inuyasha. I didn't get the Inuyasha pop. I've not seen the series, so, and I think it's like kind of lower on my list. Like, it's on my list of stuff that I'm going to eventually watch, but it's kind of lower on there, so I ended up not getting that pop. I might end up regretting it, but I just didn't want to pay for it because I was already spending like $100 on that con that day. And then I kind of debated on getting that Jurassic Park pop. The colors are just a little off to me, and I mean, I guess it kind of is what it looked like, but I mean, I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. You know, I have a whole nother channel that talks about dinosaur figures, but just didn't love how that pop turned out. And then the Fairly Odd Parents pop, I almost considered buying that one just for resale, just because I live near a Meijer, so I realistically could have gotten the pop if it would have been the day, but I didn't get it. But, oh, and then I already mentioned about Goldie Roger not being able to get him. So yeah, let's just get into the pops I was able to get. So, first off, we've got Nozzle Silva, I believe. Haven't watched Black Clover yet, so don't know a ton about the character. But obviously, I've got a few Black Clover pops, I think, between cons and stuff. I always get Black Clover and one other series confused, but I think I do have a few Black Clover pops. I think they're almost all con pops. Next up, we have 2 from one of my personal favorite series. So if you've seen my channel for a while, you'll probably can guess what the 2 are. So we'll show off. So Shai-Poof from Hunter x Hunter, and you can probably guess what the next one is. This was the one that everybody was hyping up. Super tall pop, so you can probably guess what it is. Wow, such a cool pop. The stupid tall Awaken gown. So like that's how tall it is, or long if you turn it that way. But you know, if you've watched, I mean, I know the pop kind of looks goofy, but if you've seen the scene in Hunter x Hunter, it's so awesome. Yeah, 2 of my favorites. I mean, both from the Chimera Ant-Arc. Chimera Ant-Arc is one of like the biggest, like, I don't even know what the right word would be. One of the biggest, like, you know, difference of opinion arcs, I guess. because like the first half even I didn't love. But then, like, if the arc was, like, divided into 2 separate arcs in the second half of it, like, the last 20 episodes compared to the first 40 episodes of that arc, the last 20 are, like, some of the best episodes in, like, any anime. But the first 40 are, like, if I wasn't just so invested in the series already, I don't know if I would have watched it. You know, if, like, that's how different it is. It's so crazy how that arc, like, literally so much happens in, like, those last, like, 20 to 10 episodes. But then, like, the first 40 is so much more boring. Like, I don't even know how it's so weird how, like, it, like, literally it's like a roller coaster, like, so low to the ground, and then it goes straight up. It's, like, peaks so high. But, you know, it has a pretty low start, too. So, definitely, if you're willing to get through some of it, it's worth it. But it is a very slow start, I will say. Okay, next up we have The Last Order, and this was the last thing I got from the Funko shop. Obviously, this is a huge, big box. Honestly, there's not a ton in here for the box to be this big, but we'll just kind of get into what I got. So I got 3 pops, and I got some protectors. I was in desperate need of some more pop protectors, so I was trying to get free shipping pretty much. With, like, I could have either gotten 1 more pop, or I could have gotten, like, 2 packs of protectors. And since, like I've said, I'm in desperate need of protectors, I decided to just get some more protectors. So, I ordered this whenever one of the 2 Funko Shop exclusives dropped in here. And then I got 1 non-Funko Shop exclusive that I think they kind of messed up on the price. And I'll explain that when I get to that pop. So, So, first off, we got a Jujutsu Kaisen pop. So, this was the pop that came out like 3 days earlier. But not a ton of people ordered it. I think it might actually still be up. But it's Kento Nanami. And when I ordered this lot, that was either as soon as I think I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen when this shipped. Because, like, I didn't know a ton about the character, but I was like, everybody says that this is going to be a really popular pop at some point, and it's still available, so I decided to get it. But it was before I'd actually started Jujutsu Kaisen. If I'd already seen Jujutsu Kaisen, I would have bought this one, I think, as soon as it dropped. But I got him, and I got Naruto, Rasen, Shuriken. I mean, I know we've got a ton of Naruto pops, but, you know my deal with Funko Shop exclusives. If they release them, you better buy them, is pretty much if you think you're going to want it. And since, I've said multiple times, I'm trying to complete the Naruto line, I figured it was good to get it. And I do think it is a nice mold. It's different than some of the previous ones. I haven't really seen the glow on this one yet, but definitely really like the pop. And I'm struggling on the date. I mean, it really doesn't matter that much, but I believe I think I might have started Jujutsu Kaisen the day I ordered this lot. Because I've been seeing all the stuff for the Haikyu Season 2. I've got a few Jujutsu Kaisen pops. I've got that Gojo Con exclusive. Shared Read. Okay, unfortunately my phone died while I was talking. But I was saying, I've recently gotten big into Jujutsu Kaisen. Because, like, I had a bunch of the pops. I've got a Gojo pop, a few Yuji pops. And I had the Nobara pop. And then with just all the hype of Season 2. And it was already, like, high on my watch list. So it just made, like, the perfect recipe to finally watch it, and I was not disappointed. I was saying, if you take anything away from this video, I would recommend to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. And even though I did really pick these 2, or the Nanami and the Nobara up because of the being Funko Shop exclusives, and I just knew I would probably end up liking Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm even more happy I got them now that I've actually watched it. And then we got one other pop that I was saying, I think I actually kind of got this one on sale or something, because this is now listed as like a $25 or $30 pop, and for some reason it was listed as $20 when I bought it, and that is the Naruto Baryon Mode Glow. And the reason why I think they mixed up the prices of the non-glow one and the regular one, because when I ordered this one, the non-glow one was $25, but the AAA exclusive glow one was $20. And now I think they fixed it. So if anybody else was able to look up on that deal, I'd love to know. But I lucked up and was able to get this pop for cheaper than what it is listed now, and it being the glow one. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, I've got one more thing to show off, and that'll be the end of the video. Okay, and finally the last 2 pops we have are 2 that I picked up literally yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at Books A Million. They're 2 Books A Million exclusives. They also had the new... which pop was it? The, not AAA, the Entertainment Earth new Obito, which I really wanted to get, but I couldn't remember if I'd ordered it already, and turns out I hadn't, so I probably should have got it, but I didn't think I'd ordered it, but I didn't want to buy it and, have it already ordered, or I thought I might could find it for a little bit better of a deal. But this is what I ended up getting. So this was the other Haikyu pop I got, Hinata. This was one I actually tried to pre-order in store earlier, but they said they couldn't pre-order pops in the store. You could pre-order books, but not pops, which I thought was kind of weird. But I was able to pick it up today because I didn't want to order it because I knew I would eventually be able to get it in store. So I just waited and I got it finally in person. And then I picked up one other Jujutsu Kaisen pop. So literally from the two most recent series that I've watched, I have Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll be honest, at first I thought this was a metallic pop, but it turns out it's not a metallic pop. The difference between this one and the common is he has the chain weapon. It's like blades, but it's a chain of blades on his arm. You can't even see it in here. You might be able to see it from that angle. Yeah, so it's that second arm. That's like the only difference between it and the common one. I'm also kind of surprised that they made this one a common to begin with, just because, Mahito, I don't believe it's the most popular character, but especially because they made an exclusive one as well. I think most people are just going to buy the exclusive one like I did. I might eventually get that common because Jujutsu Kaisen is really, really great, and it might end up being a series I try to complete the whole set of, but for now, this was just the one I wanted. They did have a bunch of Mahitos, and they had it Mahito the last few times I went, so I was kind of hoping they might have it on sale, and knowing my luck, probably the very next time I go, these will be on sale, but they weren't this time. But yeah, very happy with all the pops I got in the last few months, and I think we'll probably end up doing a video like this again in a few months. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'm still collecting pops, as you can tell, a lot of pops. It's just I've kind of focused more on my other channel, which has just recently hit, I think, 300 subscribers, which is why, I'm kind of prioritizing that channel. But I still do upload on this channel, and I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out.